Okay, so let's warm up. Stretching and reaching. Reaching as high as you can. Stretch and reach, stretch and reach. Then spin round, get the clicks and pops out of your spine. Really get the spin round, get your shoulders, get your lower back. Then we're going to get your chest and your upper shoulder. Whip those palms up. Chest up, chest up, chest up. Then we go side to side, reaching side to side. Really stretching and reaching. Hands on the hips, push forward as far as you can. Sideways and back. So you can stretch the hamstrings when you go back. Hip flexors when you come forward. Try and get some big stretches. Opposite direction, sideways, forward and back. We're just basically trying to create space in your hips. Try and get as much movement in your hips as you can. And then from there we're going to stand up. We'll grab one knee, bring it up to your chest and stretch. So from the side, it looks like this. Knee up, bring that chest up, stretch the glute and down again. So this is lower back and glutes. Remember when you do these stretches, think about your day. Think about where you feel this. And is there a muscle you're tight during the day? You might find this one to be a good one. If you stand up and find your back's tight, these sort of ones are very good for that. Then we're going to do leg swings. So put your hand on a wall or anything else that takes your fancy. Look at front and back, front and back. I can see the screen jittering, quite a lot. So I'll try and do as many actions as well as words so it doesn't break up. Look in front, and back. Really whip it back to stretch the hip flexor and really whip in front. Chest up, we're going to squat, feet slightly wider than your hips. You're going to squat all the way down and then up. Squeeze that butt, chest up, all the way down. Squat all the way down, chest up, squeeze that butt. Up and down. Exaggerate that posture each time. A few reps like this, all the way down. Squeeze that butt. And then stretch the groin. Open. Switch sides. Stretch the groin. Open. Get a couple of those reps in. Get really low. Push your knee forward to try and get those hip flexors. All the way down. Then we're going to go into the cardio. So start light on your toes. Light, light, light. And then gradually bring those knees up. Pump those arms. Pump, 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 pump. Chest up. Abs tight. Use the arms, abs, and legs. Then we go for star jumps. Reach and touch above your head. Reach and touch above your head. Then we're going to switch forward and back, light on your toes, and just let your arms go. Just staying light. And done. Okay, so it's weights today. Most of the exercises you can do without weight, but the weight's always going to help. So the first exercise we have is a staggered RDL, it's a Romanian deadlift. You can take one dumbbell or two. I'm going to take two just to show you here. I'll show you from the side first of all. You're basically going to take one foot and put it behind you because we're focusing on the front foot. So we want to get the hamstring, the back of the thigh of the front foot. So you're going to push your hips back and you're going to, if I take this away, this leg is going to do the work. So as I stretch here, I get a big stretch here. This back leg here is bent and it allows me to stay balanced. It's essentially a one leg deadlift, but when we keep one leg on the floor, it takes away balance and you can focus on the stretch. So you're really pushing your hips up. So imagine here, the two legs normally, you push that butt into the air, arch the back. We're trying to elongate the stretched hamstring. So instead, I'm going to do all of that with one leg. My right leg here is just stopping me from wobbling. So I can really concentrate on nothing but a big stretch. So I push that butt in the air, I stretch the hamstring, and up. All the time, make sure that the weight is in your heel and the middle of your foot. If you find that there's a lot of weight in your toe on that front foot, then it will take it away from the hamstring. And the hamstring is all we care about at the moment. So we're pushing that butt out, hamstring, hamstring, hamstring. Don't want any toe action. But here, stretch, stretch, stretch. And once we're done, we'll switch the other side. So we're staggering the stance. I'm pushing the butt out, and I'm using all of my energy on stretching the hamstring of the leg in front. So that's staggered stance. So this will be one of the harder ones to get. We're just trying to make this hamstring as tight as possible. We're trying to put it all on this one hamstring. You may even need no weights for this one, because it's the movement itself that you find difficult. Because you have to try not to round the back. You try and really push that butt out and stretch, but put it all on one leg. So you're feeling back of the knee, back of the hamstring, and it's a good way to accentuate the hamstring here. The next exercise is the clean and press. So 2 or 1, best 2 if you can. You curl and you press above your head. Curl and press. So the overhead exercise is when it shows that my t-shirt's too small, my little belly pops out. So as you stretch, reach behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, reach up, open your chest, and if we're looking from behind, the dumbbell is not going up, it's going up, slightly back. We want that dumbbell to the back of my head. So push up to the back of my head. When we push behind you, it engages the rear shoulder as well. Otherwise, if we push here like you see most people do, you work the front shoulder mostly, and all of us are too tight in the front of the shoulder. So it's up, squeeze the rear delts of the shoulder, that's how we get the whole shoulder, and then a bicep curl. Bicep curl, don't worry about too much, except for the down part. Try not to swing, make sure it's curl, nice control, then squeeze and press like that. And then we're going into a normal push-up. So you're already going to be tired in the triceps and the shoulders, and then we're going to go into a push-up as well. So it's going to make you extra sore there. So 3 exercises. We're going to do 45 seconds per side on this leg. So we're going to stretch, hamstring, hamstring, 45 seconds of reps. When you come up, squeeze that left butt cheek. Don't leave it out. Stretch, squeeze that left butt cheek. Then we switch sides. We have 15 seconds after that, and then it's curl and press for 45 seconds. 15-second break, and then it's push up for 45 seconds. Start at your hardest level for the push-ups and gradually regress it to become more tired, which you will. We're going to do 3 sets of this. So get your dumbbells ready, get into position, shoulders back. The number one thing here is to try and exaggerate as much as possible. Make sure you don't round. If you do round, it's not the end of the world. You just need to have the intention to keep yourself back. It's really hard not to round at all. In fact, I can see myself round a little bit here. So just try it. As long as you've got the hamstring and all the muscles from the back of the knee to the butt flaring up and working, that's all we really care about. So let's get into position. Stand over your dumbbells. The first one, you might need to get technique, so you maybe don't need a dumbbell. We always do warm-up sets anyway, especially if you've only got a pair of heavy dumbbells. You'll either go to 1, which you could hold in 1 hand, or if it's heavy, you could even hold 2 hands like that. Or first one, let's go single. So, into position, stand over your dumbbell, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Shoulders back, foot forward, all the weight in that front foot. Stretch the hamstring, shoulders back, squeeze. I want my hamstring on that front leg, the back of the thigh, to do everything. Back of the thigh, pushing the butt here, stretch the. Feel it for a second at the bottom, throw in a cheeky little 1 second pause at the bottom, push that butt in the air, feel that stretch, and then drive through that muscle that you feel. It's all about neuro connection. It's about making sure that your brain is feeling the connection between the muscle and the movement. Remember, your back foot is basically just a balancing aid. You shouldn't feel any tension in that back leg. It's not doing anything, it's basically just standing there with his arms folded, watching. Your leg has got his arms folded. Potentially nothing's ever meant less than that, but basically it's a bystander. This is the one. Left leg is in control, the right leg has got no business here. Switch legs now, we're going to switch, boom, and let's go. Same thing, this time your leg is going to kick back and rest, your right leg The back of your right leg is taking all of the tension. Push that butt in the air, stretch. The back of the right leg doing all of the work. Stretching that hamstring. That's it. That's it. Pushing that butt in the air. To be honest, as long as you're feeling it in the back of the thigh from this point up, you're doing it right. But remember, keep squeezing the shoulder blades. We can always do it better. You can always make it more perfect. It's very easy to slouch forward on this one. And done. 15 seconds left. Rest, and then you're going to curl and press. Curl and press. Shake it out. So that's just your hamstrings have been warmed now. Now we're going to go for biceps, shoulders, and arms. 3, 2, 1. Curl and press. If you twist when you come up and twist again, no problem at all. But staying like this, which we call neutral, is always easier on the shoulder. So we still get the bicep and the shoulders. And remember, from the side, you're curling, pushing, squeezing the shoulder blade and down. Curl, push, control, down again. So your chest is up, your abs are tight. Curl, push, control. Curl, push, control. So up and down, up and down. And relax. Shoulders always burn, so they should burn quite quickly here. But now they're going to burn a bit more because they are involved in the next exercise. But try and think of the chest muscles doing all of the work. So 2, 1, push-ups. Butt in the air, control down and push up. If you're tired already or you just prefer this movement, it feels better. As long as you feel more of the chest, you can do it on the knees. So you feel a stretch, open the chest and push up. Nice and controlled here. Don't smash them out in 1 second. You don't need to do 45 push-ups. Just nice and controlled. Think about the chest. Explode up. Think about the chest working. Explode up. Just feeling open, abs tight, and push. It's that controlled movement that we're after. We're trying to work these muscles here. Most of the time you will only feel the arms and the shoulders will feel it a lot because you've already tired them out with this exercise. But now think of the chest as you come down. And done. Okay, first round done. That should feel hard, but you might feel you've got more in the tank. So if you're using 1 dumbbell, double up to 2. If you don't have any more dumbbells or you're using everything, just really push now to keep those shoulder blades back. Push that butt in the air and put all of the emphasis on that hamstring. Just try and push into the hamstring. So we've only got 30-second break, so 5 seconds left. Once you've had a little drink, I've got my dumbbells. 2, 1, stagger, and let's go. Push that butt in the air, stretching my hamstring, squeezing my butt and my hamstring. Shoulders stay back. Stretch. So flexibility will be a barrier for some. If you get all the way down to the floor, that's great. My hamstrings do not allow that for me. I get very close. You may also find that the first rep, you might end up here, and by the last rep, because you've really warmed that muscle, you might be getting all the way down. So when a muscle becomes warm, it's a lot easier to increase the range. But don't make the range come from a sloppy spine. So you might get here, but letting my back do that, I can hit the floor. That takes away from my hamstring. So shoulders stay back. Don't lose focus on the perfect movement there. Switch sides. 45 seconds to the next side. Again, pushing that butt into the air, stretching, lengthening that front leg. And again, stretch. It can take a few adjustments, this one. It is a hard move, so shoulders back, shake it about a bit and go again. When it's at least 80% hamstring, you're in the right place. And you could feel it in the back of the knee, that's fine because that's where the muscles cross over. But again, pain is something we don't want, but feeling it is okay. If you feel an ache in the back of the knee, stretching the back of the knee, it's totally fine. Especially you runners out there, I know actually we've got a few of you guys love a run, so this one's very important for you, and this might feel uncomfortable because runners tend to have weak hamstrings and stronger quads like football players and things like that. So this is an important one for you guys to elongate and stretch these hamstrings. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, 15 seconds, chest up, abs tight, curl and press. 5 seconds, stand over your dumbbells and get them ready. 3, 2, 1, curl, press. Curl, press. Keeping the chest up, abs tight. So curling up. Breathing out. Breathing is important. You exhale as you contract or lift the muscle up. Breathe in on the way down. Exhale. So exhale at the top. This is a double exercise really, because you could exhale. Exhale. Concentrate on especially at the top. Breathing out here. And then controlling on the way down. And 3, 2, 1, done. 15 seconds rest. And we go into those push-ups. Remember, in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. And if you start to find it more difficult, fatigue is the reason why. Let's go. 45 seconds of push-ups. Hips up, abs tight, nice plank position, and then we control it down. Push-ups are great core exercises. Great ab exercise, because we're consciously thinking, keeping it tight. Don't want to see any movement in your lower back. Keep it all solid, just up and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice control on the way down, and the way up. Abs tight. Rather than stop, put your knees down if you have to. 10 seconds left. Try and grit your teeth through this. You're going to be really sore in the arms and the shoulders now. On your knees if you started on your feet. You can even elevate your hands and relax. Done. 30 seconds now. 30 seconds to rest. Definitely grab a drink by now. You've done 6 sets. Or I guess if you split it's 8 sets because we've done 2 on the leg exercise. So we've already done a lot of work. 10 seconds. We're going back to the last one. Really working on the hamstrings. We do this exercise first because it's quite highly skilled. You have to really get yourself into position, whereas a squat, you just kind of go up and down. Let's go. Grab those dumbbells, shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pushing that butt into the air, stretching my hamstring. And up. Really, shoulders stay back. Every time, squeeze those shoulders. Push into the hamstring. Feel that stretch. Shoulders back, hamstring, up. We're just stretching that hamstring. Pushing the butt out, stretch, stretch, stretch. Squeeze, stretch the hamstring. Squeeze again. 10 seconds left. Nice and slow, stretch the hamstring. Really work this muscle. 3, 2, 1, switch over. No break, switch, and let's go. Push that butt in the air, stretch the hamstring, and up. Really keep the shoulders back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Back. This one takes a bit more concentration. All the time thinking about my hamstring, thinking about placing the emphasis on that hamstring. Shoulders back. Stretching the hamstring. Shoulders back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Shoulders back. Up and down. Up and down. 3, 2, 1, and done. Relax. 15 seconds. Give the hamstrings a little shake out. Stand over your dumbbells, get ready. So big posture. If you posture up and keep your abs tight, it's another good ab exercise. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Curl, push slightly behind you when you go to the top. Squeeze the bicep, drive up, squeeze the shoulder blades and behind you. If we just think about the bicep and drive it up and get it behind you, you will work the main muscle, which is the shoulder, because the shoulder, you just can't escape it. You'll feel that, it'll probably be burning already. So it's not something that you can cut out the movement. So we work on the muscles that can be cut out. Rear shoulder, squeeze that upper back. And really squeeze the bicep. Bicep, rear shoulder, chest up, abs tight. Nice and controlled, don't throw them up and down. All of the time, you're in control. Don't just let them hang down. Use your own strength, stay in control of the movement, elongate. And 3, 2, 1, rest. 15 seconds, and we're gonna go into the push-up. The last set of push-ups now. So your shoulders will already be burning. I'm gonna go into another set of push-ups. So it's going to be hard on the shoulders. Try and grit your teeth through it. Get it out of the way. And let's do it. Let's go in. Abs tight. Controlling down. Exploding up. Controlling down. And exploding up. Keep the abs tight. Up and down, up and down. Breathe out the top, squeeze the abs. You've got 10 seconds left. Control. Rest a second at the top if you need it. Control. Keep your hands about shoulder width apart. And done. Rest. So now's your time to grab a drink of water. Shake it out. Always assess your body, where feels tight, what is hurting, etc. So all we need to worry about now is having a drink of water and just watch these next exercises. So we have the reverse lunge. We're going to take a hand grip called a front rack. So it's not essential. Again, if you've got one dumbbell, it's here, 2 dumbbells is here. So this is called a front rack position. It takes away from the grip. If we hold this position, your arms can gradually become tired from holding it here. So we hold them here. But if you've got tight shoulders or this feels difficult, just feel free to add them by your side. We're doing reverse lunge, 45 seconds. So front rack, chest up, keep your eye line up. You're looking slightly up, never look down on this exercise. Touch the knee on the ground, and just switching. Touch the knee on the ground, switching. Nice and controlled. Touch the knee on the ground, nice and controlled. Abs tight. The next exercise is a thruster. So that's more shoulders. So your shoulders are really going to be burning now, but it's also a squat. So we're going to go back to that front rack position. Here, curl. Rest the dumbbells, physically rest the dumbbells on the shoulders. That way you're not taking the weight. If you hold them out in front of you, your shoulders are constantly working. So rest them on your shoulders. So a thruster is a full squat, all the way down, full squat, and then explode up, down, all the way down, explode up. So it's not a push press where you pump the legs, it's a full squat and explode up like that. And then the third exercise is just your V up. So lying on the ground, hands above the head, abs tight, reaching, stretch, and reaching. Remember, if that is too difficult or you become tired, you start bending the knee, or you can even alternate when it gets too difficult. So you're always thinking of regressing the exercise rather than stop once you become tired. So 3 times round again, 45 seconds across the board, 15-second break. So 9 minutes of exercise. And let's get into position. So grab your dumbbells, me set my stopwatch. You're gonna bring them up to a front rack, turning, chest up, abs tight, and let's go. So they're up here, knee to the ground. Let those dumbbells rest on your shoulders. Upright. So you can see my face. I want you to really keep the shoulders back. Keep the eye line looking upwards. As you get tired, you might want to look down, but your posture will follow. And here we start hitting the wrong muscles. I want you here. Chest up, shoulders back, abs tight. 5 seconds. Shoulders back, chest up. 3, 2, 1, rest. Ditch your dumbbells, shake it out. You got 15 seconds. You just shake those arms out because again, we're going to shoulder push and then we're really gonna put some acid into here. It's really gonna burn. Plus the legs, we're going to squat again. Ready, pick up your dumbbells. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat, explode up, back down. Pause for a second. Squat, explode up. You can keep it constant if you want, but if you're already burning, I suggest you have a little pause every time you come down. So we squat, explode up, pause, recalibrate. Squat, explode up, pause, recalibrate. I want you to have a big open posture, big chest the whole time. If you're repping them out in poor posture, the quality's gone, you're not working with the right muscles, and we want your posture strong here as well. 3, 2, 1, relax. Abdominals. So we're gonna give those arms and those legs a rest. We're gonna give the abs good talking to. 2, 1, let's go. Reach, stretch, abs tight. Keep your feet above the floor. So you can get your feet very close to the floor, but don't quite hit the floor. Your head can hit the floor. You can even hit your hands on the floor, but see if you can keep your feet off of the floor. That will keep the lower abs constantly tight. And lower abs are harder to get than the upper abs, so keep them constantly tight. Also be aware, belly button driven down into the lower back the whole time. Drive into the lower back, even now, driving, reach, driving, pulling that belly button as tight as you can. And done. Rest. 30 seconds rest now. Think about the exercise. How did it feel? Especially the thruster. It's probably the hardest one out of those 3. Could you have postured up more? Make sure you squeeze the shoulder blades more. Always try to hit the posterior chain. Even though we're pushing above your head, again, like the other one, I want you to thrust up and push slightly behind you. Take the emphasis off that shoulder a little bit, the front of the shoulder. 10 seconds to go to that front rack. Remember, if you like, you can hold your hands here and do the lunges here with the dumbbell. You might find that 2 sets of holding here is too hard on the shoulder, so we can hold it there. And let's go. 45 seconds. Hands up here. Lunging all the time. Shoulders are back. I keep my chest up and I keep my eye line up. It's a good idea to pick something in a corner of the room, or if you're outside, just pick something that forces you to keep your head up. Because once I look down, I've lost the corner of the room then. If I look up the whole time, however tired I get, my body's still upright because it's very hard to look up when I'm hunching forward, so it will help you stay upright here. 10 seconds left. Shoulders back. Get the knee to brush the floor every time. Remember, the front leg is the leg doing the work. The back leg is getting more of a stretch. Chest up. The front leg doing the work. Chest up. And done. Down your dumbbells. 15 seconds. Get your breath back. And then we're going into these thrusters. Into position. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat. Push. Squatting all the way down, exploding up above the head. Squat, push, exploding up, controlling down. Push. Pushing up. Rolling back. Up and down, up and down. Chest up, posture, posture, posture. 10 seconds left now. You're driving up, slightly behind you. Reset every time you hit the top. Boom, take a breath. And then squat again. Relax, 15-second break now. Let's move to the floor. We're going to do the V-ups again. If the V-ups start looking sloppy as you get tired, it doesn't matter. It's just the intention. We're trying to get you to contract your abs. So if they're not beautiful looking reps, it does not matter. As long, let's go, as your abs are hurting. Boom. Up. 20 seconds left. Some drilling work has started next door, it sounds like. 10 seconds. Reaching. Abs tight. Reaching for your toe. Abs tight. 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay, 30 seconds. Grab a drink. Try and get your breath back. 30 seconds is not long enough to get your breath back, but your legs were resting when you're doing those abs there, so let's take a little rest. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's get back in position. It's your last set now. Front rack. Let's go. Chest up, abs tight. Really keep those shoulders back. That's it, halfway now. Shoulders back, chest up, strong through the middle. 15 seconds. It's your last set of this exercise. Really keep upright. Try and keep it constant and moving. Grit your teeth through the burning. Remember, the front leg is the leg doing all of the work. 2, 1, done. Last time you can see that exercise. Get rid of the dumbbells, shake your legs out, shake your arms out. I want to get ready for thrusters again. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Curl into position and let's go. Squat first, explode up behind you, control down. Squat first. Roll. Just loading up, rolling down. Up and down, up and down. 15 seconds. Try and keep it constant. Control down. Last 5 seconds now. 3, keep going. 2, 1, and done. Okay, 15 seconds to move to the V-ups. 3, 2, 1. Final set. Let's go. Keep those abs tight. Reach in. Reach it. Stretch it out, reach. And as it becomes difficult, you can bend your knees, stretch it out, bend your knees, or with single arm, single legged, reach, abs tight, turn, abs tight, turn. Five seconds left, last 5. Grit your teeth, dig deep. It's just lactic acid, push through it. Try and keep moving. And done. Okay. Moving to the third set now. Grab a drink, have a little rest to get your breath back. and let's move into the next one. So, we have the Renegade Rows first. So we take the dumbbells, we'll have them slightly closer than your shoulders, so if my hands were here, we don't want your dumbbells here, we want your dumbbells here, quite close together. The dumbbells could almost touch. Your feet, however, should be wider than your hips. So your hands are here, feet are there. If it's the other way around, you're going to fall over this exercise. So you have your feet wide to create a nice strong base, and then we go into a push-up position on those dumbbells. If you only have one dumbbell, you put one hand on the floor, one hand on the dumbbell. We do this exercise. Here, feet wide, abs tight, and you row. So all my weight is in my arm, and I row here. I lift up using my back, I come down, I pivot my hips slightly, and lift. If you've got round dumbbells, don't worry, they won't roll away because you're holding them. Hexagon dumbbells obviously easier. Kettlebells, doing it on the kettlebell is very hard to do on the handle, so if you are doing the kettlebell, start by putting your hand on the ball. So take your hand off the handle, drop down and put your hand on the ball instead, and then lift with the handle and switch. So feet like that, coming right, abs tight, breathe out, rotate, breathe out. So it's this constant up and down. Again, we're doing for time. So it's that we're working your back, you're working your core, you're working your shoulders. Hard exercise. Next one, dynamic. We don't need any dumbbells for this. It's the skater. So you're gonna jump from left leg, boom, to right. Right leg to left. And we twist. Breathe out, explode. Breathe out. You pivot your arms like that. Boom. Boom. Trying to get dynamic movement, trying to explode from leg side to side. Stabilize with one leg, jump to the other. And then the third one, another ab exercise. We do 45 seconds again. We're gonna take one dumbbell for this. You can actually do two. I'm gonna say one for now. So you're feeling big time, or you've only got light weights, you can have two dumbbells, but for now, we're doing a sit up with a dumbbell like this. Dig your feet into the ground. Try not to hook your feet under anything because we don't want your hip flexors to work too hard. But if it's really hard, you can hook your feet under the sofa or something. Chest up, push. So I'm going to finish this position here. The dumbbell is where it would have been, the shoulders. I'm going to work my abs, control down, and then up. Chest up. You can look at the dumbbell if you like, but make sure it's behind you and not in front, because here, my shoulder's killing. Back here is my wrap, my rest position. Chest up, control, like that. I'm going to tell you the halfway point so you can switch at 22.5 seconds. Control down. All it means is when you move the dumbbell from side to side, you work more obliques, more of those side abs. So just switch over each time. So, 3 exercises again. These are the last 3 exercises as well. 3 exercises. We're going to go around to quarter past now. So we're going to go for the Renegade Rows, 45 seconds. Then we're going to do this explosive side to side, 45 seconds, and then the abs, 45 seconds. So grab your dumbbells, put them into position for the rows. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Abs tight. Breathe out. Rotate. Those abs tight. Up. Up. Up and down. So, big core exercise. You're basically holding a plank again. You're doing a lot of movement, so we get a lot of the obliques, a lot of the abs as well. Keep the belly button pulled in. Obviously, as you row, you're hitting the back of the body. You're hitting the biceps, you're hitting the rear shoulder and back as well. So there's a lot going on here. 5 seconds left. Really keep that belly button pulled in tight. If you find it hard to lift it, you could even just finish off holding the plank and relax. 15 seconds, no dumbbells for this one. That dumbbells make this easier, this one. It slows down how far you can jump. So these exercises are best done without weight. Ready? Let's go. Boom. Jumping. Side to side, side to side, jumping side to side, big bounds, side side to side. 15 seconds. How far can you jump? Side to side. Remember, if you've got a problem with impact, you can slow it down. You can even hold something in front of you and turn it into maybe a single leg squat instead. So we've got a lot of lateral movement. We're landing. Not pressure through the knees and ankles, but when you do it controlled like this, you strengthen those muscles. So if you do a lot of running, it'd be better than it'll strengthen you up, so make sure you don't roll the ankles or something. Relax, rest. We move to the floor, get your dumbbell, and we do the single arm dumbbell. Sit up. Remember, if you do have abs of steel, you could use 2 dumbbells, or you might, the dumbbells might be too light. Let's go. Controlling down. Chest up. Don't grab your leg. It'd be very tempting to grab your leg and pull yourself up. Try not to. If you have to, there's a different story. If you get really tired and you can't make it, you can pull yourself up, but concentrate on the way down of not doing that. Switch sides. That's halfway. Chest up, control on the way down. Chest up, control on the way down. Keep it behind you, control. Keep it behind you, and control. And relax. Round 1 done. 30-second rest. Grab a drink, and we go back in again. Use this time to put your dumbbells in place. Make sure you grab a drink. Remember, when you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated, and dehydration instantly affects your ability to train and your efficiency. So as soon as you feel thirsty, you are less efficient. So don't let yourself get thirsty, just keep sipping water. Ready, in position, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Row, control, row, control. Up and down. Abs tight, working my back and my biceps. Up and down, up and down. Really pulling that belly button in. Don't let the hips drop. Keep the hips high in the air. 20 seconds left. Up and down. Pause if you need in between. So you grab it here. Even put your knees down if you're struggling. You can finish these on your knees. Still working the back. Just takes a little bit away from the core. Like that. As well. Done. Relax. 15 seconds. We're going to stand up. And do those explosive jumps. 2, 1, let's go. Boom. Jump side, side, jump side to side. Really jumping side to side. Lateral movement. We're trying to get the glutes more involved, trying to get as much power as possible. When you explode, you work all of the core muscles, and we decelerate through the glutes and the thighs. Also your ankles. You're going to build ankle stability and knee stability to cope with that sideways movement through your knees. 10 seconds left. Try and keep this big bounce. Boom. Jumping side to side. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. 15 seconds. Move into the floor. Overhead dumbbell. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Control down, up, control down, up, get it behind you, control down, up. Okay, switch arms, straight in. Make that switch seamless. Quick. Control down. Control down. Last 3, 2, 1, done. Okay. 2 sets done. Rest another 30 seconds, and we're going to move to the last set now. So every exercise you do is the last set. So with the last set of these Renegade Rows first. 15 seconds. Let's dig deep now. Last exercises you're doing. Try and leave everything out there. Push yourself hard in these workouts for the day. You're kind of done. You've done your physical activity. Still though, get out and walk, but the hard stuff is done. Always feels good to know that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Abs tight. Squeeze. Control. Up and down. Keep my abs tight. Pivot the hips slightly. If I become tired, rather than stop, let's keep going. Have your knees further back to make sure you still impact the core. Rotate. Rotate. We're just taking some of the weight off and putting the knees down. 15 seconds left. Keep the abs tight. Last 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Rest, and we're going to go for the dynamic one now, the last of your leg exercises. Just abs after this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. How far can you jump now? Explode, 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 explode. Really jumping. As far as you can. Soften, bang, soften, bang. That little half-second pause as you recoil and explode. Use all the muscle of the core. With power comes through your core, especially when you're tired now. Really be aware of it coming from your core. It's not just your leg doing it, it's a full body movement. Good for sport, this one, that sideways movement. People don't train this much, so it's important to build strength, explosiveness laterally as well. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. 15 seconds, we go to that last exercise now, the last set of sit-ups, and we are done. Let's go. Abs tight, it's your last set. Control down. Halfway there, switch those hands. You've got about 20 seconds of exercise left. Make those abs work. Control it down. Control. Keep that chest up. And done. Nice work. So if you can stretch your stomach afterwards, just for a couple of seconds. A good thing to do to counterbalance this type of exercise. Stop tight muscles. You can follow one of Laura's yoga sessions if you feel tight in the hips or the shoulders. So they'll tell you which one. So do the shoulder specific one, the hip specific one, wherever you feel tight. But other than that, well done everyone. I hope you found it difficult.